Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to What the Heck Are You Doing? Today we got a matchup at Purple Belt. I think this was about a year ago. I tried to go for an Imanari roll to a double leg, but it was very sloppy. Opponent jumps onto a guillotine right away. From here, I should be looking to push on the hips, but he looks like he's climbing up for that guillotine, so I'm looking to fight the hands from here before I ever go down. Trying to just keep my posture up, make him carry himself. And just as he hangs on, I'm just continuing to fight the hands, keep my head up, making sure he can't crunch in is all. As I walk back to the middle, he should start to let go. Right there. There we go. Alright, so now, I start pushing in the armpits. My feet are a little too square right here, but as long as my hands are in the armpits, which they're not anymore, he couldn't knock me over. He's starting to attack an arm bar. I'm just, again, raising my level. He tries to go over my shoulders and throw me, but he was way too high, honestly. Way too high. Just being on top of my shoulders, there's just no way he could have controlled my arms at my sides, so it was just very easy to start pushing him away. But as you see here, we're hand fighting. I go to pull, and it's a very bad pull. Alright, I basically pull him right on top of me as I go to my back. So I gotta quickly start digging my underhooks. I believe I have my underhook on my left side. From right here, I need to start rocking him back and forth. Trying to kick him up so I can come up. I am doing a little bit of a bad job right here, getting my knees to my chest, kind of rocking him. From right here, he starts to try to come up. He wants to start digging his underhooks back in. I'm doing a good job of keeping my head in the way, though, as he tries to dig these. But I am kind of just sitting here for right now. I did lose a butterfly hook. I should be getting it back. Yup, right there. Boom. Kind of sitting in this position still a little bit. He comes back in. As he goes to stand up, you see I kind of go for a dummy sweep, and then now I go for my double. My dummy sweep is a little too high right here, but it does cause him to high step out. The only problem is I bring my right leg back instead of in, and watch, I'll bring my left leg in instead, and so that's why my double leg looks so crappy right here. My opponent ends up jumping on a guillotine, and that's ultimately why I finished my double leg right there. Because if he would have just stayed sprawled, maybe went front head, it would have been a lot better chance of him actually recovering from the shot. But from here, I'm right in his close guard. I'm looking to push on the belly. Alright, but I'm a little too low. I should be looking to push on the belly is what I should say. But for some reason, I'm putting my left hand on the mat. I'm staying low. No posture here. He starts to go over for rubber guard. Alright. He's going to start trying to hit this go-go plata. And as he does this, I'm going to, for some reason, sit to my butt. Alright, bad. I should be on my knees looking to push into his body and looking to push into his chest. Of course, posturing up. Right here, I finally do it. But it's a little too late, so I'm going to have to turn away. As I turn away, I should be looking to stay on my knees, but again, I go right back to my butt. Again, I should be on my knees walking around his head. From right here, I do finally get up there, but again, it's a little too late, so I Granby roll. Granby roll is different from a forward roll. Granby roll, I'm actually trying to roll on my shoulders almost like a Berimbolo. I'm trying to actively get my shoulders to the mat as he goes for this omoplata. This is something I regularly do when it comes to being in omoplatas. I'm just trying to get my shoulders to the mat, whether it's a Granby roll or actively just trying to throw myself back on my shoulder. Alright, it just makes it really difficult for them to finish the omoplata if your shoulders are on the mat. From right here, you're going to see my arm is eventually going to slip out. It's in no real danger. Yes, it's a little tight, but I never really felt like a break was coming on. From here, my opponent goes right to a head and arm triangle. As you see, I call the phone with my hand to my ear. For some reason, my foot is in between his legs, keeping me there. But he does buy me time by keeping his hips so low and his shoulders so high. So there was really never a threat of a choke when it came to that head and arm. Eventually, I get my left leg in, and this is where I can start recovering my guard. Alright, the head and arm's really not there anymore. He lets go of it. I go for a sloppy arm bar. And then right here, attacking from guard once again. Continuing to try to work that same sweep as before. I must have been practicing this a lot because I was going for it quite a bit in this match. But it was not working out. As you see, I'm trying to now attack that left arm, trying to push it away so I can get my right leg out. And then boom. From right there, locking up the triangle. Alright, my opponent does a good job of posturing, but he doesn't do a good job of pummeling that left hand back in. He just kind of sits there. I mean, he seems like he has all the time in the world to put it back in. From here, I should be grabbing the head a little bit more. My opponent goes down for me. If I grab the shin right here, I could turn the corner pretty easily, but I'm going to take a much harder route and grab the wrist and use my right arm to go underneath. And this is how I cut my corner here. Boom. From right there, pinching my left leg down as my right leg cuts the corner. And then now I lock my triangle. Boom. His hand goes a little bit in, but I immediately tack the armbar, and boom, we get it. If you like the breakdown, please like and subscribe. I'm going to do a lot more of these. And, eventually we'll get to my brown belt.